passing on the ideas and saying to people, look, we need to fucking, as much as possible, look, we need to stand together and help each other as much as possible, because if we don't, then we're going to get fucking eaten alive by these bastards in the government, because they really don't give a shit about us, G. They really don't. It's fucking criminal.
But you know, mate, they've never given a shit about us, and that is the thing.
Oh, I know that.
They've actually never given a shit.
It's getting worse, mate. It's getting worse.
And that's it. Do you know, I heard you going on the other night, even about 9/11, and you know, when I was doing the show about 9/11, and I says I don't want to say too much, because the governance, 9/11 was set up and everything. Governments rule this world. And you know, even I seen a wee message going out in Nevada, and they were talking about Live Aid, how good it was, and they raised 88 million. Do you know, in the world, 84 million pound is spent per day on buying arms throughout the world. 84 million pound in this world today is spent on firearms. They do a show in Live Aid. We could wipe out world poverty if we wanted to. And unfortunately, today's society is so fucking greedy. People don't want to wipe out poverty. And it is sad. It is totally sad that today's society just won't do that. That is the sad thing about it. They could wipe out poverty tomorrow.
In an instant, mate. We've got Milk Lakes, we've got Butter Mountains, mate. We've got an over thing with our food, and you know, we feed more of their animals and what we give to charity and aid to people who are in starving countries. You know what I mean? And there's actually, I mean, just like it happened in the Great Hunger. I mean, it shouldn't be called the famine. It should always be called the Great Hunger, because although there was a blight of the potato, there was a blight of the potato in many other lands, but the people didn't die in such huge numbers, because if you look what happened in Ireland, they were taking food out the ports, they were sending grain, they were sending food, they were sending everything out, animal stock, livestock, where people were actually dying. And the exact same fucking thing is happening now in Africa through the effects of the World Bank and IMF structural adjustment loans, where, see the goods and the stuff in Africa, I mean, people moan about waiting 5-10 minutes in a fucking queue in Tesco's or Asda to get food out of countries where people are starving to fucking death, where you couldn't make it up. There's people starving, and we couldn't go into a supermarket and pick it off and then pay fucking little money for it, peanuts, and yet the people in that country are being, I mean, they're starving to death. It's a fucking sick world, mate, and that's the world we live in. And if we don't believe that the inhumanity that these dirty bankers have for others, that they're going to have for us, I mean, that's what they've got, the inhumanity, and they don't care for anybody, mate. And like you said, they've always been like that. But what's happening now is we're heading for a heavy fucking meltdown, mate. We're heading for, I mean, if it's as bad as it is now, I mean, we've never had this before, really, in this country, people queuing up, getting handouts for food, mate. And if it's as bad as that, mate, we're in a real terrible fucking state here, you know?
But that's the thing, Tommy, what Tara was trying to state tonight, that is people don't realise that it's happening. That's the thing, people don't realise that it's happening in their own backyard. And you could walk down the street and you might see a guy who's walking with his veins. And that's it. That guy could be walking home with his veins for school, picked his veins up for school, walking home. And as a man, and I said this to Tara when she was on the show, it sounds to him, I'm not being sexist, but as a man, you say to yourself, you want to be there to protect your family, you want to be there to protect your kids. That man could be walking down the street totally gutted, totally heart-wrenched and everything, because he's saying to himself, I'm not going to feed my kids with. He could have 2-3 veins, he's got 1 tin of soup, he may water it down or whatever. That's defeat. There's kids in this country that are going to bed hungry. That's what we need to get through. There's kids in this country going to bed hungry. There's something far wrong. seriously, there is something far wrong if there's kids in this country, in this day and age, going to bed hungry.
I know, mate.
I actually find it fucking heartbreaking, even to listen. And I know Tara was saying, and she touched on it today, and that's why I said, do you mind telling the story? She says, no. And I know we can kind of backtrack, but she was telling us last night that she was a young guy had actually walked 4 miles.
I know, mate.
To get,
fucking heartbreaking.
4 miles to get there. And basically, when he got there, he's like, I haven't eaten for 5 days. And she says, I'm not there to judge him or whatever. She says, what? He says, I haven't eaten for 5 days. Went over and gave him a cuddle. And the surprise on the guy's face, he says, nobody has touched me. Actually shown a bit of affection towards him for fucking months. And she says, the guy actually burst out greeting. How does that, Tom, I get frustrated for the simple reason is that what British society's came to? That we will walk by somebody in the street that who we don't think looks right, who doesn't fit into society. Do you know what I mean? She went over, gave him a cuddle, and the guy actually burst out greeting because somebody showed him a bit of affection. Somebody showed a bit of interest in him. Do you know what I mean? That's the sad thing about it, mate. And he hadn't eaten for a week. And she's like, we couldn't believe it. But he had to walk 4 miles, and the guy hadn't eaten for a week because he didn't have any money. He actually, because he was homeless, he hadn't eaten for a week. I just think there's something far wrong. There is something far wrong. And if I can get involved, if I can do something about it, I'm going to do it, and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go to Parkhead, I'm going to get a fucking my car or whatever, and I'm just going to get a banner. Hopefully the people will help me, and if we need to split the food donated, I'll do it. And I know on the Twitter, it's been great support of saying people that will say, no, fuck it, right, I'll volunteer. Then I come back, I'm going to phone Tara, and I'm going to say, no, I feel strongly about it, and I'm going to do it. And I don't give a fuck if I get parking tickets or the police fucking tell me to move. I don't care. Hopefully, Celtic will turn and say, you can have a spot or whatever, and I'll be disgusted if they don't.
I'll back you all the way, mate, because we all need to do something, mate. I'm thinking of different ways to help as well. I want to get another boy on here. Hold on, what's going on here? I was going to say, did you phone off through hockey? But somebody phoned earlier on, but somebody was having trouble to get through. But listen, mate, that was a brilliant show, mate. Keep it up. When you go on holiday, when you go on a day?
Aye, well, we're leaving at 9:30. She's in a wee huff with me. Because I've done fuck all. I don't even know what's in my fucking case. He's like, are you getting packed? I came down with fucking 3 Celtic strips and 2 Celtic polo tops, 7 pair of boxers, 7 pair of socks, couple of pair of shorts, and says, here, put that in my case, that's me. And she cracked up. That's what the fuck you get.
Get your finger out. That's no packing. Get the fucking Bumblebee tap in there and the fucking get some more Celtic stuff in there, and that's you. Come on, get your finger out. Hurry up.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. That's me fucking packed.
Get me done. That's a joke. You've not got a fucking Bumblebee tap in
there. I don't even know
there.
what's in my fucking case. All I know is I've got fucking 3 pair of tops, a couple of pair of shorts, my fucking boxers or socks. I don't know what the fuck else she's put in there.
Right, you're banned. I'm banning you. I'm banning you. Go and get that suitcase sorted out. The missus has gone taunting you. You're on talking to me.
Look, mate.
What was that?
I says it was good to speak to you, and it's good to see you back, mate.
I know, mate. I've not been anywhere, mate. I've just been a lazy bastard. I've just been fucking him. I've not went anywhere. Just sat here. But listen, mate. Sorry if I've been antisocial the last 3 weeks. Just fucking. Just couldn't get out there. I'll let
you get back on the show and the other people on, mate. Okay.
Speak to you later, bro. God bless, right?
See you later. Take care, mate. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was G-Man for Celtic Dreams there. Who's this? Somebody phoned me there. Somebody else phoned. Let's see. Right, we got a call come through there. Is that this mad crackpot? I don't know if it is. Is his call come through? Right, I'll phone you back. Whose number ends in 61, whoever that was. Oh, it's not this crackpot. It's another one. Right, come on. Who phoned me? There's no one to pick up. I've been flying shite to the moon. Right, there we go. Right, we'll get some other crackpot and you'll see what that's what's saying. Right, well, we're getting this crackpot. We'll play this wee tune. We'll just play one tune. Free the people. And then we'll get this crackpot on in 2 minutes.
Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. A dismal dawn was breaking when they took her man away, not knowing what was his crime. Just what he was guilty of, not one of them could say, but they think of something in time. He says goodbye and remember, we shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Comforting her children softly crying in the night, she tries very hard to explain. You know your daddy never did a thing that wasn't right, so soon he's bound to be home again. He is a good man, and he shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. What does it profit him, the right to be born, if he suffers the loss of liberty? Laws were made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free. We are the people, and we shall overcome. We are the people, and we shall overcome. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Free the people, let them have their say. Free the people, let them see the light of day. Free the people, let them have their say.
A little bit of silence brought to us from our friends in the Noise Abatement Society, but it's cool. It's cool. They still always stand in. They always. Shit, my headphones fell out there. Turn this light off. I'll turn this one here. And we'll batter the old TV on. We'll turn the Grand Theft off. We'll get Grand Theft Blotto. So if any of yous out there are giving it Grand Theft Blotto, then you can call a crackpot. Before you do that, I'll call this crackpot here. We might have a live brain dead zombie for us. A live brain dead zombie could be on the line here. Do we have a live brain dead zombie?